Despite 85% of goods across the UK being transported by lorry, it's claimed we're short of at least 55,000 drivers. Tom Cornwell is the Road Haulage Association's manager for the East of England and joins us now. Morning, Tom.
Good morning.
You must be pretty concerned about this shortage of drivers.
Definitely. The 55,000 number is actually rising, so it's not a fixed level. It's only going to get worse, and it is getting worse.
Why is there a shortage?
There's one of a number of reasons, really. I mean, it costs up to really £5,000 to train to become a HGV driver. So for most young people starting out in the world of work, it's out of reach to be able to pay that much to actually train to become a lorry driver. The average age of a driver is roughly about 55. So the age of drivers is increasing. So we really do need to attract more younger people into the industry.
Now, we were hearing from South Cams how particularly the bin lorry job, doing those rounds, could fit in with your life if you wanted to be able to get home and pick up the children from school. But on the whole, an HGV lorry driver's life, particularly if you're travelling long distances, it's not necessarily one that's going to appeal to you as you leave school, even if you could afford the licence.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it depends on everyone's individual circumstances. But yeah, I mean, most companies do have different shifts, for example, that can suit different lifestyles, and a lot of companies that I come across are relatively accommodating where they can be. Of course, yeah, the job dictates certain hours that need to be done, but most companies will be accommodating where they can be.
I've been to meet some of the team. I think this is the second time I've talked about this morning. Such an impression it made on me. Been to meet some of the team behind the A14 project, both men and women who drive the quite colossal trucks that you see as you're driving up and down the A14 improvement, alongside the improvement works. In the East, do you know whether or not that A14 work is sort of stealing drivers away from other parts of the haulage industry?
I wouldn't say so necessarily. But of course, there's still a number of drivers there that need to be found. I would say that a lot of them obviously are private contractors that are doing that work, and they, like everybody else in the industry, are also struggling with a driver shortage.
So, what do you think to South Cams Council and what they're doing to encourage more bin lorry drivers?
I think anything that can be done to improve the skills shortage can only be a good thing. The only thing I would say on that is that a lot of members may not be able to afford that £2,500 golden hello.
You've expressed your concern. I can't imagine this is something that many people have thought about, the fact that 85% of our goods are transported around by lorries that need drivers, and we're thousands and thousands of drivers short. Should people be concerned for the future?
I think so, yes, because the issue's only getting worse. And one of the challenges for us really is to get the government to set up and listen and recognise this, to be honest. We as an industry need to help ourselves, but we need some sort of government intervention to be able to actually help the industry help itself.
Well, thank you very much. Tom Cornwell, Road Haulage Association's manager for the East of England. This is a story I'm sure we're going to keep across